diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you want to do. If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, shut the kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. In 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A man who played collegiately at nearby Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He's got his target. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete. So you think about the Saints here in 2023. I think they wanted some stability at the quarterback position. Well, enter Derek Carr, leaving Las Vegas, if you will, to sign here. What will his presence do for a team like this?
It solidifies a position that for the Saints in 2022 was like a revolving door. They could never settle on one guy due to injuries, inconsistent play, you name it. But now they've got a guy who's done it at a really high level and is fired up about doing it in a new location.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry all alone. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw his Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 67 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A first down carry for Henry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. Tyjae Spears with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Folk. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs... And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Bird to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Tight right.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Tannehill. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on third down. Completes it to Perry. And he goes out right around the 39. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. third down. Henry looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Escaping the pressure right. Into the hands of Perry, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Perry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
180. 2. What's up?
Now a play fake. Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Perry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go Chiefs. 93. Set. What's up?
Now Carr again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guy?
And now the rookie's free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that will tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 28 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Still shedding tackles. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. In motion right is Smith. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Hill on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Hill. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
We're good. Hey, 7:34. That's it.
Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Buying time to his left. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He dumps it off for Henry. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. He's to the 15. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
The strong window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Olave holds it in. And he's out right at the 25.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Completes it to Perry. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's 2nd down. Carr to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's 1st and 10.
What's up?
Throwing his Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
You're mine.
Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? It ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carr to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is incomplete. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.